Good day, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever in the world you are at. Welcome to another Shelby on Safari Live, and today we are getting ready for Snivy Community Day. It's coming up, and over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you some of my top tips, including what to expect, and then, in true Shelby on Safari fashion, we are going to be doing a Pokemon and animal real-life comparison. But what's going to be different in tonight's live stream is that I actually have the animal in question, the one that I think is very similar to Snivy. And I might be biased because she's a friend of mine that's near and dear to my heart, but I'm so excited to have Quill's official debut on the channel be on a live stream with you guys in preparation for Snivy Community Day. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh my gosh, guys, we have a certain special someone who is in the live chat. It is the lovely Layla. She is here. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. I wish Maui was here to say hi or something. But I've kind of kicked the cats out because they'd be most curious with Quill. But oh my goodness. Oh, I hope you're having a most excellent birthday celebration, and save me a piece of that cake, will ya? It looked fantastic. Oh my goodness. Well, friends, so in Pokemon Go this weekend, I don't know if it's in honor of your birthday, Layla, but there is a Snivy Community Day, and Snivy is this really classy, elegant green Pokemon. I mean, in comparison for the other Unovan starters, I didn't actually choose Snivy. However, it is adorable. It is quite serpent-like in nature, but it certainly has a cool, calm demeanor. And I really am looking forward to the Community Day happening this Sunday, April 11th, from 11 a.m. until good old 5 p.m. local time. Gosh, what are we going to do, guys, when we go back to the 3-hour community days? We have been spoiled the past year with having such long days out shiny hunting, or whether you're in your house or going out for a long walk. Luckily, my Pokemon trainer husband and I do time that. We go out for a nice long walk typically to make the most of the shiny hunting that happens on Community Day. And yeah, 6 hours, that's a nice long time. So during this time, there are 3 really exciting things that are happening. Obviously, shiny spawns, woohoo, more chance for getting shiny Pokemon, which is always nice. And the shiny for Snivy is a bit more blue, I would say, in color. Now, y'all might be a bit disappointed. I was a little bit kind of bummed when they released the shiny Snivy earlier on, because Oshawott is one of my ultimate favorites by a reason, and I was really looking forward to Oshawott Community Day. So when they released Snivy just in the wild earlier this year, I was kind of like, what? When's Snivy Community Day happening? So some of you, including myself, might already have a shiny Snivy from that event, but don't fret, because during this event, when you evolve Servine, which is the second, well, I guess the first evolution of Snivy, into Superior, it will know Frenzy Plant. And Frenzy Plant is a really cracking good move for a player versus player. So definitely hold on to any good Snivies. Oh, hi, Rita. Hi, Al. Hi, Katie. Guys, the 3 amigos, it's Layla's birthday, and Layla's in the chat. So Layla's also a Ravenclaw. I think, Katie, you might be a Ravenclaw. I know, Al, you're a Slytherin, and Rita might be. Oh, Layla, Maui's here. Hi, come say happy birthday to our friend Layla. Say happy birthday, Layla. He says happy birthday, although it should be my birthday. Huh, Maui? Yes. Every day is Maui's birthday. Oh, but he wishes you a happy birthday nonetheless. He did enjoy your drawing of him. So, yes, she was the one that drew you. He's very chuffed, very chuffed. All Maui fan art is more than welcome, especially with him. So, guys, another exciting thing that is happening during Snivy Community Day is the special research story for 99 cents, or your local currency. I haven't decided if I'm going to buy it or not. Let me know in the comments if you're going to buy the research story. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, if I get a Poffin, I might buy it, but I might not. I don't know. But then the other really exciting thing is the 3-time catch Stardust. Now, Stardust is super important, as you guys know, for evolving your Pokemon in Pokemon Go and leveling up, trying to get them nice and strong. And so I typically run out of Stardust quite quickly. And so being able to really utilize this feature for 6 hours on Community Day from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., I'm going to use a star piece. So that's probably my first top tip for you guys for Snivy Community Day that's happening this Sunday. Now, I will then share, well, incense lasts for 3 hours like they usually do. So it usually is nice to have 2 incenses, but that's not my other top tip. My other one is probably the most important one. Is either Mega Evolve Venusaur or Abomasnow because they're both grass types. So when you Mega Evolve them, you'll get more candies when you catch the same typing as Venusaur or Abomasnow, which conveniently will be grass. So that is my top tip number 2 for Snivy Community Day is Mega Evolve Venusaur or Abomasnow and try to time it when the event starts like at 11 a.m. Then the next bit of advice actually is a rehashing from my Fletchling Community Day video with the ball tip trick where we use it, and I have Pigo on my phone here. Oh, there's me. Ooh. Oh, guys, I spent coins and bought my avatar a Shelby on Safari outfit. I know it's really sad, but I did it. Look, I have the little hat, and I'm wearing the Rune Maniac outfit, and I'm very excited. So what you do, let's go on Growlithe because he's super cute. So I use my right thumb to tap the little Pokeball icon. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see it because the darn tootin' glare from my ring light. So I tap the Pokeball and I hold it, pull and hold to the right. And so you'll see it kind of gets a little bit bigger. And then when I'm conveniently not holding my phone at an awkward angle, I toss the Pokeball. Ooh, I toss the Pokeball and hit the Pokemon. There we go. And then I can let go and that will show up and I tap and run away. So we'll try again. We'll go for Litleo this time. Thank you, little lion. That'll be another Pokemon animal comparison. So with your right thumb, tap and pull over the Pokeball icon so it gets a little bit bigger. Then with your left hand, again, first try. Toss the Pokeball. Then I can let go. And look how low I am on Pokeballs and tap and run away. It takes a little bit of practice, but you got a few days before Community Day. But because I can just tap and run away, sometimes, well, I'll catch it and sometimes I won't. So, oops. The other one, did you see that? The other the Litleo that I originally tried disappeared. That's because I caught it. So that's super exciting. So it just really speeds up the process because, like I said, you have 3-time catch Stardust. So you want to catch as much as possible. And yeah, so practice at home, that little ball trick thing. But that's not what you guys are here for, is it? Not Community Day tips. No, we're going to talk about Snivy and eventually meet my real life Snivy, Quill. She's a cornsnake, spoilers, and she's super fun. I'm so excited for you guys to meet her in her Shelby on Safari debut. Oh my gosh, so you guys are watching Harry Potter? Ooh, which one? Are you making your way all the way through? And also, Layla, do you have a favorite Harry Potter movie / book as well? I imagine it's one where Luna's in it, so maybe book 5, movie 5? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Luna is Layla's favorite character. If y'all couldn't guess by today's video, which was for her on the magic of hairs, and going out in the booties trying to find a hair. Oh, that was fun. And it was really cold, but it was fun. And so, yeah, so we've gone over some top tips for Snivy Community Day because it's coming up. It's this Sunday. And definitely use your star, incense, stardust, star piece. Use incense, catch all the Snivies because they're cute and they're green. Definitely evolve one, though, for Frenzy Plant, for PvP, because that is going to be the go-to thing. So now we're going to talk about a little bit about Snivy before I bring Quill in, just because I'm not sure how she's going to be with the ring lights and things like that. But let's talk Snivy, one of the starter Pokemon in the Unova region. It was first introduced in Generation 5, so it's a little bit later. Al, I know you're not terribly familiar with some of the newer Pokemon, but it's super adorable. I highly recommend you look up Snivy. Actually, you would have seen what it looked like because I put it in the thumbnail. Ugh. But anyways, it's really cute and it's full of character. And I know you guys are probably like, whoa, 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 whoa. Snivy has arms. Snakes don't have arms. Yes, but it's obviously based on the serpent. And I wanted to introduce Quill, so I thought, what the heck? We'll put them all together in a video. Why not? But it is actually called the grass snake Pokemon. And the really odd thing that I found with Snivy in the gender ratios, I really want to look more into this in a future episode because my friend Grace mentioned it in one of our Clubhouse rooms, and I didn't have an answer, so I need to have an answer. It was about the gender ratios and what that could mean in the real world, and if there's some kind of biology thing behind it. So I want to look more into this, because with Snivy, guys, 87.5% of them are male when you catch them, and only 12.5% are female, which is also intriguing, because if you have watched the anime, which I highly recommend you do because it's been quite enjoyable, although this season it's quite weird with Go just throwing Pokeballs and not coming to battle Pokemon to catch them. But that's for another live stream. Ash has a female Snivy, and she certainly has some tood. And for our friends who are returning to the channel, if you haven't already, by the way, subscribe, because we talk animals and pop culture here all the time on Shelby on Safari. That's the thing. Our friends may know Kiana, my fluffy little angel. Yeah, I would say if Kiana had to be a Pokemon, I would definitely relate her to Ash's Snivy, because she had the tood, she was no nonsense, she was a powerhouse. Yeah, it was essentially Kiana, because I think Snivy knew she was cute and she used the move Attract a lot, and Kiana, I imagine if she was a Pokemon, she would use that move to kind of lure potential prey or other Pokemon to battle. So yeah, that is definitely Kiana, for those of you who know my fluffy angel. So Snivy's tail, this is probably one of the cooler things about Snivy. Its tail has a bit of a palm frond to it, if you will, and it actually can photosynthesize with its tail. And the tail will tell you a lot, kind of like Charmander, where, if Charmander's flame goes down, he's not feeling well. And oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional thinking of that like early anime episode with Ash's Charmander with the little sad little big leaf, using it to protect its tail from the rain. Oh my gosh, my heart. And yeah, so the tail can tell you a lot, which is quite, I think, ironic, because there's a lot of different animal species where you can generally read them based on their body language, And so, yeah, when Snivy's tail is droopy, it's, losing energy. It's not doing particularly well. But, to gain energy and move quicker, it can photosynthesize using its tail, which I think is a fantastic thing, and something Quill actually, not that she photosynthesizes, but she does something cool, similar like that. And again, going back to kind of Kiana, who's my cat and definitely not my snake, but a funny thing about Superior, the final evolution of Snivy, they can stop their opponent with a glare. Like because they're very regal, the name Superior kind of gives that illusion, they have a very, not like a cape, but just the design of the Pokemon itself is very elegant, very regal. So it makes sense that they would stop it with a glare. So I think that's making our way through the wonderful world of Snivy, and looking forward to Pokemon Go's Community Day starring Snivy. Again, my 3 top tips are going to be practice that ball trick that I showed you at the beginning. I go a bit more into it with my Fletchling Community Day video. Mega Evolve Venusaur or Abomasnow, so that way you get the extra candies when you're catching Snivy. And then the third one is definitely use a star piece if you have one to really rack in that 3 times catch Stardust from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. this Sunday, folks. It is happening, and it's exciting because you can get a nice sparkly bluish green Snivy, which I think will be mighty fine. But I think in the meantime, I might be able to convince my Vanna White, my glamorous assistant, to possibly bring in Quill if Quill is able to do so. Oh, look at that. Hello. Thank you, glamorous assistant. So guys, this is my friend Quill. This is going to be fun, doing a live stream and juggling my snake at the same time. Quill, say hi. Oh, you have a little bit of a shed. Yeah, so Quill is a corn snake. Now, I should say, first off, that Quill did not come to us as Quill. She came to us, God, what was your name? Bob. Oh, that was Quill speaking. Quill said her name was Bob. And yeah, faithful assistant. That's right, Rita. And yeah, so Quill came to us as Bob, and I named her Quill because, well, she's a girl. We found out she was a girl, and there's a way you can do it by probing the snake. But we found out she was a girl instead, and I wanted to give her a name that I enjoyed, and also that kind of hinted to her origins of first being thought of as a male. And so I thought Quill, after Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. Isn't that right? And yeah, because there's a few different reasons. Peter Quill is known for his dance moves. Obviously, that's how he saved the galaxy in the first place. And Quill, she is very good at dancing, one might say. You might see her. She's super checking things out. But she's actually a very good climber, and that's common for corn snakes, which I was really surprised by because I thought, snakes live on the ground. She obviously moves like that, but she is a very, very good climber, aren't you? Yes. She says yes. So let's start off with some basics. Let's start lifespan. Not like we're going to, I feel awkward talking about lifespan when she's right here, but you're a young girl, don't worry. So typically they have a lifespan of about 10 to 15 years, maybe even less in the wild, but up to 23 years in captivity. How about we change that, Quill? What do you say? We can get over 23. Easy. Quill is about 6 years old. So she's doing all right. She's doing all right. And yeah, she's jiving. That's right. You are actually being darn tootin' fantastic being in front of the camera. Let me know if you guys can see her or not. I don't want to put her too close again to the ring light. If she wants to go over there, she can. But you guys can see she's all kind of wrapped up. All rubbly. Where are you going? Want to go over there? Yeah, so she's using her tongue to get a sense of the atmosphere. She has the Jacobson's organ, which kind of helps kind of tell her where things are, what's going on. So that is her kind of keen sense right now. She's checking things out. Come on, show us your little tongue flicker. I don't do that tongue thing. Anybody know what movie that's from? Let me know in the comments. Now you're being still. Now you're not showing the tongue thing. Animals. What are we going to do? So females will usually get larger than the males, and they can get to about 180 centimeters long. I haven't actually measured Quill, but she's a big corn snake. She certainly is. And oh my gosh. Hi, Wildlife Brothers. Hi, Harrison and Evan. I don't know which one of you it is. Maybe both. Hi, guys. What breed she is? Yeah, so this is definitely one unique corn snake. And it's funny you guys mentioned that because my husband and I have been having this discussion, given how big she is, that we wonder if maybe she might not be fully a corn snake. But well, she was rescued. She was given to us. And so we are unsure of her precise parent tree. But yeah, given her size, yeah, boys, check that out. And it's no surprise that my friends Harrison and Evan know because they are from Quill's part of the world, per se. They are native to the eastern U.S. and most abundant in Florida, which I know you guys aren't, but hopefully you guys are going because I remember you guys saying you were going to go down there and do some shoots and film some stuff, which is so exciting. And guys, if you haven't checked out Harrison and Evan's channel, I highly recommend you do. They're in the moment, being very good lads and taking a break and getting some studying done. Hope your exams are going well, boys. But yeah, so corn snakes, they're very common and, more abundant in Florida, I would say, in southeastern U.S. We're heading to Florida in May. Corn snakes are a big target. Excellent. Quill would be quite shocked, wouldn't you, with that? Yes. But yeah, her coloration is rather stunning. I mean, I'm biased, but I think it's gorgeous. They come in a variety of different colors, which we'll get to in a bit because I found a really cool study that some friends did back in 2017 about coloration and variation. So actually, I should have probably started off with, they're not venomous. Don't worry, friends. She is all good. She's super chill. She is one of my good friends. And yeah, okay, so she doesn't want to see you guys anymore. She's just crawling around. This is a new shirt, so I wouldn't be surprised if she went up my shirt. No, don't go up my shirt. Not today. Not today, mate. Not today. So I want to go back to kind of how she's all kind of wrapped up like a cute little pretzel on my hand. They're constrictors, so they constrict their prey by wrapping themselves around it before swallowing it whole, which is quite a sight to see. It's certainly striking. speaking of striking, sometimes she strikes her food, but not really. We use tongs, and she gets mice, and they're defrosted, so our freezer. Hello, she's going up my hair. Not in the hair, Quill. She gets mice that are thoroughly defrosted, and they are, in warm water, so she can, sense the heat of them per se. And yeah, she swallows them whole, typically head first, which is quite funny because it's like my friends, the praying mantis, the giant Asian mantids. They eat their prey typically head first as well. So I wonder why that is. I guess get it out of the way first, I guess. And well, if they're constricted and dying. Yeah, that I answered my own question. Yes, ew, mice, and yeah, Katie doesn't miss the mice in the freezer. It is certainly something. And I will say, friends, that was really tricky moving when we moved house, trying to make sure the mice stayed frozen because they can be quite pricey. And Quill isn't our only snake. We do have two others. We have good old Sydney and Nefertiti as well, which hopefully you guys will meet in the future. But I really was biased and wanted to introduce you to Quill. So, well, did you want to go? Okay. Well, I guess I can talk more about the eggs as well, because with Snivy Community, as you guys know, you get some eggs, which is exciting. They lay about 10 to 30 eggs, which is, well, I wouldn't want to lay that many eggs, but what's quite ironic is that they lay them in kind of rotten stumps, places where there's going to be high humidity and high heat, because she's not going to sit on them. She lays them and she's like, bye guys. And then they take about 60 to 65 days to hatch. And then that's assuming the temperature is high, about 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So they do like it hot, nice and toasty. And we'll talk more about the cool egg, what am I talking about? Excellent. Exciting research. There we go. I can function. Excellent research that I found. But I do want to talk a bit more about their name, because I'd be curious to see, Evan and Harrison, if you guys are still around, what you guys have heard about their origin of their name, because I've heard of two different kind of stories of how their name as being corn snakes could come about. One is their pattern. I'll try to show you guys her belly. But they get their name possibly from the markings that resemble maize, or as it's known as Indian corn, and so maybe corn snake from that way. Again, I'll try to show you that side as well. Thank you, Quill. Oh, you want to say hi over there by the camera? Oh, look at that close up. See, guys, isn't she such a cool snake? That's why I think she's like Snivy, because Snivy has such a cool, calm demeanor, and that's my Quill. No. Yeah, she's so cool. So the other way that I think they could have gotten their name is possibly, well, because they're kind of pest control. As you guys know, they eat mice, they eat, small rodents. And where do rodents like to hang out? Where there's food. And so possibly they got it because they hang out in cornfields, especially kind of in the southern United States, where there might be a lot of, fields and things like that. Maybe that's where they got it. So I'd be curious what you guys, from their pattern, in silos and barns looking for rats. Yep. There we go. So it's either one of those two, or maybe both. So yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, I just find her pattern absolutely fascinating. Either way, corn snake, I don't know. It wasn't quite what I was thinking when I heard corn snake. I don't know what I was thinking, but she certainly caught me off guard with her beauty and things like that. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention they're oviparous, meaning that they'll lay eggs that will hatch later on. That's the fancy term for that. Are you getting chill? Okay. And yeah, so they take, I can't believe how relatively, I don't want to say long, but I guess it's short compared to humans, where it takes about 60 to 65 days for the eggs to hatch. I just find that absolutely crazy. Now, I mentioned that she's a good climber. That's pretty typical of corn snakes. She's barely showing her climbing skills now. In her enclosure, we have opportunities for her to climb, and take her out and let her climb as well, to be able to showcase that ability and just let her explore, like she's doing now. This is a very different environment. Typically she's not surrounded by ring lights, but she's doing absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so she is mostly active during the day, or known as diurnal. And yeah, so she is I'm just so chuffed with her, guys, with this. I want to talk about thermoregulation though, because especially when keeping kind of reptiles, it's so important to be mindful of the thermogradient. So if you picture a rectangle, so like the screen actually here. Now, because she can't regulate her own body temperature, she is, needs to be aware of her surroundings. And as animal keepers, animal, professionals in husbandry, we have to be mindful that that's what she needs. She needs an environment which she can, regulate her own body temperature. So that concept of thermogradient, where one side of the enclosure has opportunities for her to bask, that's, heated and whatnot, whether, there's a rock kind of there for her to heat, like our beardies, like, like a cute, nice little rock for them to bask on. But then equally, a side of the enclosure, like this side, where it's not hot, where it's cooler. So then that way, when they get too hot, they can then move to the cooler place, which is really important for them. And it made me think of kind of Snivy's photosynthesis and, how she can use her tail. Hello, you don't go that way. I'm ticklish. I think she's getting done, my glamorous assistant. But yeah, so they need to be able to regulate their own body temperature accordingly. So as keepers, being mindful that your enclosure has that opportunity is so, so very important. And, there's many different aspects with reptile keeping to have in mind, and there's some great resources out there, but I can't stress enough the thermo gradient. Now, speaking of temperature and the thermoregulate, now's the time to talk about the study. It was done in 2017, and it looked at the thermal effects during incubation on specifically corn snakes. Now, there's some species of, some animals, I should just say in general, some animals where the temperature really does impact if they're going to be, say, male or female, which, spoilers for her previous video, actually was a live stream. It was when we were talking about turtwig. We found out about the temperatures, it needed to be hotter for the little baby turtles to be boys, or no, it was, I think, for girls, and then cooler for boys. So that's quite interesting. But this one was looking at the pattern, and it's funny that Harrison and Evan kind of mentioned kind of the unique pattern of Quill, because this study looked at, a baseline temperature and then two different temperatures. I believe they were lower than the baseline temperature, to see the impact that it had on the babies that hatched, the little cornsnake friends. And they looked specifically at both the color intensity, but then also the pattern structure. And they found that it was significantly impacted by the temperature, which I think is so cool. Like, you think, oh, okay, they've laid the egg, all right, it's done. But no, like the incubation time is just so important. And so going back to kind of like when, Quill was in the wild, she'd be very picky about where she laid her eggs, whether they would be, in the rotting wood or kind of just a nice vegetable substrate where it had high humidity, but also could keep a high temperature for her little baby friends, around 82 degrees. And of course, it's not going to stay 82 degrees all the time. There are going to be fluctuations, but yeah, I just found that study absolutely fascinating. And I'll put it in the link in the description below if you guys want to check it out and read some cool stuff. But I was really excited to see a study done on corn snakes because, reptiles in general. Oh, well, that's my nail. I don't think that's going to feel comfortable. Yeah, she's getting a little grumpy here, guys. But let me know in the comments if you want to chat more, or if you have a favorite Pokemon you'd like to see on one of these live streams. I love doing the pop culture animal comparisons, guys. And so let me know if there's a Pokemon you want to see a real life comparison to. Glamorous Assistant. Thank you. Quill says bye, guys. She says apologies for her quick, swift exit. But many thanks. Adios. There we go. Yeah, she was tightening up on my hand. Not like she was trying to constrict me or eat me or anything, but I just could tell that she was, okay, time to go back to my nice little home, which is fair enough, really, because this is a completely different surrounding. And as I said, with the lights and stuff, I don't want to stress my little baby girl out. So, you would like to see Squirtle Pokemon. Oh, no. Grace, you say bye-bye. Oh, were you saying bye-bye to Quill? Oh, sorry, did you not get to see her? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put some pictures on the Instagram for you as well. Red and yellow are pretty common in corn snakes. Yes, especially when I mentioned albinism. Guys, are you going to be doing a video? Well, oh yeah, because you guys are going to hopefully go down to Florida, maybe see Grace and go to Bush Wildlife. But hopefully you guys will be able to do a cool video on corn snakes. And also, friends who are watching, I know I say this all the time, Harrison and Evan, and you're going to roll your eyes. But my favorite video of your guys' is, friends, if you haven't checked out the Wildlife Brothers, you really ought to go do it. But you gotta watch the video on the horseshoe crab because they don't get a lot of love. But you guys do a fantastic job of raising awareness for them. I know I say it every time, but it was my favorite video. So I'm going to tell you it was my favorite video. And yes, definitely. Oh, we have lots of corn snakes in Jupiter Bush. Yeah, because they're native to Florida. And so yes, hopefully Harrison and Evan will see some when they're down there. But yeah, I'm glad you guys, Harrison and Evan, brought that up about Quill because that kind of confirms our suspicions of Quill being a little bit special. Maybe she's like a shiny version of Snivy. Yeah, quite. She's a shiny version of corn snakes. And Rita, oh, you wanted to see her pretty belly? Oh, well, you can go back in the live stream because she actually did. She got close because we showed some of her markings on when she got closer to the camera. Sorry, Grace. But I'm excited you guys want to see Squirtle. There are so many cool reptilian friends I could compare Squirtle to. Obviously, we got to mention Squirtle Squad. Our friend Choppa really likes Squirtle as well, so I'll definitely make a note of that because good old Squirtle, one of the originals, one of the OGs. In fact, Squirtle's up there. You can see Charmander. Squirtle's just over there. It's a bit dark up there. Yeah, definitely got to do Squirtle. And yeah, so I think that's it. It was a nice, short, and snappy live stream on this fine Friday evening. It's been a busy day today, actually. Earlier on, as some of you may know, I've released a new video on hares and the magic of hares. It was really exciting to get out and go walk around my local woods. I saw a variety of other wildlife, some of which didn't even make it in the video, like a pheasant, aptly named Mr. Fez, and quite a few other friends as well. And you don't know if I'll see a hare. You got to watch the video to find out, but it was all from my friend Layla, who is watching. And oh, I love Squirtle. He's my favorite Pokemon. Well, I guess that's it, guys. I guess we're going to have to do a Squirtle one. And yes, so happy birthday, Layla. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you guys for joining us. Good luck with shiny hunting on Community Day this Sunday from 11 to 5 p.m. local time. Get your external batteries charged, get your Stardust, star pieces, your incense, stock up on Pokeballs. As you guys saw when I was doing my Pokemon ball trick thing, I don't have any, really, so I need to go out and get some stops. But have a great evening, and thanks for hanging out with Quill and I. I'm glad you guys finally got to meet her. Hopefully we can do some more videos with Quill in the future. Maybe use my macro lens like I did with the mantids and get some really up-close footage of her beautiful scales and whatnot. And yeah, we'll stock up. Yes, you must stock up, friends. Well, with that, adios, amigos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow on Instagram for all like behind the scenes stuff where I post pictures of my cats and sometimes occasionally educational posts as well, but mostly pictures of my cats. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Have a good birthday. And yeah, see you all next Friday. Bye, guys. Now I just got to find the end button. Just keep smiling, right? Bye, everybody.